Well, hello, this is Old Man Tony here again. Hope you're all well. It's a pretty warm day today, 33.5 degrees Celsius according to my bike. That makes it close to the mid-90s in Fahrenheit, I think. So it's pretty warm being out on a bike. But I've just been and had my bike serviced and MOT'd, and the good news is that it passed MOT. For those of you not in the UK, the MOT is a test we have to have every year after a vehicle's 3 years old. My bike's just 3 years old, and it's an annual inspection mainly of checking the safety of the bike, making sure that all the stuff works that should be working. It can be running like a nail, but as long as the brakes are okay and your chain is the right tension and all the lights work and all that sort of thing, then it'll pass. Also had the service at the same time. I'm perfectly capable of servicing my own bike, but it just seemed like an easy option at the time. Good trustworthy dealership, Lings Norfolk Triumph. They've always done me a good job there, so I'm ready for another year's motorcycling. And although when you get the bill it hurts a little bit, I think it costs somewhere close to what my car does, and you'd think there were a lot more things to do on a car. But then again, I pay a monthly charge for my car servicing, which includes the MOT test and everything else. The other good thing about getting serviced there, the bikes come out all nice and clean as well. They've given it a good clean. It makes me happy that I don't have to do it. The harvest is in full swing at the moment. Tractors and stuff like that on the road, especially in this rural area where I live. And this is where you feel the heat. You've got stops like this for a bit of road work. It isn't so bad when you're going, but when you stop, everything starts getting hot. The bike doesn't seem to mind the heat, it's just my old body that doesn't like it so much. But it's not really a complaint, because it's not often we have a summer like this. I think the last time I saw rain where I live was in May, and it's now nearly the end of July. Very unusual for the UK. We don't get a lot of rain on the eastern side of the country, something like 20 to 25 inches a year, so it's a fairly dry part of the UK. But it is very unusual to go quite so long, and it's very unusual to have these temperatures burning us down for so long. So I don't know how many consecutive days we've had over 25 degrees Celsius, but quite a lot. Certainly a lot of June and July. So if you judge a summer on dryness and heat, and we've had one of the best summers, certainly in my memory, in the UK. But the lack of rain's not great for the crops and the gardens and so on. It's fairly brown everywhere. Trees are still looking green, but most of the grass has had it now. So on this mighty hot day, at the end of July, in the east of the UK, that's probably all I've got to say for now, so thanks for watching if you've made it this far. If you want to make a comment about the weather in your area, whether it's winter or summer. Please do that in the comments below. If you've got any questions, you can ask me questions in the comments below. I always do my best to reply to all comments. So thanks again for watching. This has been Old Man Tony. Goodbye. And it's 34 now.